Hey there, Joe Cargill here. I know it's been like forever since I put up a video. I'm well overdue. I realize that. I would say something like I'm busy, but I don't really think that was the case. I think it was more of a time, a season, if you will. Take a break from that for a while. And it's just funny the way God's timing works out. Since the last time you've seen me, I wasn't going to a church. I am now. Wasn't sure if I was going to stay there because there's a lot of things that pastor teaches that I don't agree with. It's a biblical, foundational type of doctrine. It's nothing that would turn away a true convert. It's nothing that if you actually understood the Bible, you would say that it's a heresy, that you would run from it. I don't believe it's correct, but it's not evil to the point of a person cannot grow in this church spiritually into sanctification, purification, all those things, if you're familiar with those terms and that concept. If you're not familiar with any of that stuff, just forget about it. I've been busy. Alright, so a couple of things that I've learned, and I want to share them with you. So the first thing that I've learned is that between the Hadith and the Quran, which are the holy books of the Muslim faith, we have an accurate picture of what the end times is going to look like. I know, weird, right? That you could refer to another book about what's going to happen other than the Bible. Well, when you understand what this religion is all about, you'd understand why it clearly tells us what is going to happen in the last days. And when I say, we're in the last days now, but I mean, you'll understand what I mean here in a second. So, according to the Quran and Hadith, you have to look at both because neither of them spell this out perfectly, but you have to study both, you have to read both, you have to have an understanding of both. There is an Imam Mahdi that is, I hope I'm saying it right, coming back, and he is going to perform miracles and signs, and he is going to begin to lay the foundation for Muslim control over the whole world. And then Jesus Christ is coming back to earth. And before I move on, let me explain to you, according to Islam, Jesus Christ was a prophet, and that's it, just a prophet. Okay, that's the key thing to remember. He was a prophet, nothing more. And he was taken that was a real sneeze, though. Anyways, and he was not crucified. He was not killed on the cross. He was taken up to heaven without dying, just like Elijah. Okay? That's really, really important. And so, when he comes back, he's going to come back after the Imam, and he is going to first symbolically break a cross to explain to all the Christians that he never did die on a cross like they all keep saying. And then the next thing he's going to do, he's going to take a sword and he's going to kill a pig, swine, with it, to explain to everybody, I never told you to break God's law. You were never supposed to eat this animal. It's a filthy animal, blah, 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 all this other stuff, right? And then he's going to pray to the Imam Mahdi, and then there's going to be an establishment. Him and the Imam are going to help establish Muslim control over the whole world over a period of 7 years. It's going to be a wonderful thing. And they're going to, Jesus Christ, is going to remove the tax penalty for being a Christian, because under Sharia law, if you're still a Christian, you can be a Christian, but you have to pay a tax recognizing that Muslims are superior. And all of this is absolutely going to happen. It is. That's something you need to recognize. Of course, the Bible account takes a different perspective. The Bible account, if you've ever read Revelation, says that a beast will rise from the sea, and that a false prophet is going to worship the beast, confirming its miracles are from God. Can you think of a better false prophet than a false Jesus Christ? A Jesus Christ that is not the Son of God, a Jesus Christ that did not die on the cross, a Jesus Christ that comes back and tells everybody, all of you Christians were wrong, that would destroy 99% of the churches in America, because I guarantee you Sunday morning churchgoers will not be able to handle that. Sunday morning churchgoers are people who only go to church Sunday morning to get a check in the box to go to heaven. They don't actually read their Bible or have any kind of real understanding of what it says. Okay? That is going to happen. And then 7 years of tribulation, where it is called upon God's children, God's true children, to suffer in those 7 years. It literally says you will be asked to go to prison. You'll be told to go to prison. You must go to prison if that's what you're told to do. You will have your heads cut off, and that's what's going to happen, okay? Because you serve a God that is greater than all this tribulation in the world. So you will do those things if you are a child of God. And you will not worship the false prophet, nor the beast, nor will you bear their mark, okay? Now, most people understand what, or I have heard of 666. I gotta go on a whole nother video to talk about that, because I know my time's coming up. I'm trying to keep these under 5 minutes. I know I go over it because I'm long-winded and I get rabbit trailed, but that's the basics. So here's the thing that I need you to understand. If you don't know Jesus Christ, I mean, prepare for a world of hurt is not even, it doesn't even cover it. Like, it's the worst way to live. You won't live. You will die. Okay? Even if you sort of somewhat kind of believe, you know, there's maybe a creator out there. Have you ever thought maybe he wants to talk to you? Have you ever thought maybe you should try to talk to him? Throw out a line. Try to pray. You don't have to be theologically sound or doctrinally pure in all that to have a conversation with God. You don't. But you do have to seek him on his terms. You can't just, you can't create a God, okay, that does whatever it is you want God to do, and then pray to that God and expect good things, okay? Idolatry, okay? You've created something yourself, and now you worship it. That doesn't even make sense. So you need to come to God on God's terms, recognize God for who he is. He is the truth. He is light, okay? There's no darkness in him. He didn't keep anything secret. He has revealed himself to you. You just suppress your knowledge of him so that you can go on living your way, not the way he wanted you to live. Why? Because you have a nature. I'll go into that in another video. For now, recognize the false prophet that's coming is the false Jesus Christ. Thanks for watching.